Okay, let's see. So what are my lowest item levels right now? Because I have 690 obols. Nice. My boots are pretty shit, but also not really that big of an improvement. So 652, 691, 699, 646. Yeah. The problem with boots is that I need to get movement speed as well as evade granting movement speed. Otherwise, it's not worth it. So I need both of those modifiers. I guess that's what we're rolling for.
There. Not much, is it?
Movement speed, max evade charge. Attacks reduce cooldown, movement speed, okay. No, not worth. Evade grants movement speed, but no movement speed directly. Evade grants movement speed. Yeah, I will take evade plus, or sorry, movement speed and evade charge. I would take that as well, but this one, not an improvement. Okay, 2 max evade charges, 20% movement speed for 4 seconds after killing an elite. So this one's not bad, I just lack the base movement speed. So this would allow me 3 evade charges, which is actually kind of nice. Problem is that I'm just gonna keep rolling. I might see if I can re-roll that. Maybe it's worth it now. Critical strikes grant movement speed. Interesting.
Oh, Bath. It seems your prayers have been answered.
Have they though? When you have fortify, your earth skills are up by +2 ranks. Isn't that what I'm running here on something? No, I'm not running that on anything. What's going on, Saint Bucky? Thank you very much for the 30-month resub. I appreciate you.
Keep rolling, rolling.
That was my best Brian impression. I will keep rolling, rolling. Bro, you promised me it was gonna be worth it. Evade grants movement speed, okay. Movement speed goes up 9.5%. Okay, this might actually be an improvement. Thank you very much, Saint Bucky. Not only just for the tier 3 resub, because that's big, but also for the great suggestion to keep rolling. Fortify generation's actually kind of nice. So that is a movement speed reduction right over there overall. But I do get movement speed after killing an elite. Total armor while in werewolf form. Jeez, I wish that was werebear form. No, I don't think I want it.
Until next time.
I've finished the main quest. I have finished the main quest quite a couple streams ago at this point. These obols are actually kind of OP, man. Got so many different things. I could probably try and re-roll this stat, see if it's better. But I think re-rolling these stats is going to be quite expensive. We do that over here, right? At the Occultist. Enchant an item. So say I want to re-roll this. Oh, it's 77k. And a bunch of mats that I do have. But, I mean, it's going to randomly put it somewhere else, right? Like, it's kind of hard to say if it's going to be any better. What about this thing? What if I want to re-roll this? So... I do have very high... Actually, maybe those boots are actually pretty good already. Spirit cost reduction, 3.2. I wish that was a little higher, but I guess that's okay. It doesn't have movement speed, though. So should I guess I can give this a try. I would like to replace the all stats, I guess. But that's still pretty good. Maybe the other one. Movement speed for 4 seconds after killing an elite. Even though it's the max roll, I don't think it's that great. Can I try and re-roll this for actual movement speed? I'm gonna give it a try. I've never done any re-rolling before. You will not be able to cancel the enchanting action once the Occultist has selected your replacement affixes. Okay. Oh, I can choose! Yo, Sot Priv. Thank you for the 2 gifted subs. Again, Brian's not working today. So this is kind of an interesting situation. I can set it up to dodge chance, but that's not really what I'm looking for. Yeah, Brian's on holiday today, guys. I don't know. No, my current one is superior, I think, to 2.3% dodge chance. Yeah, dodge chance is kind of nice, but... Okay, let's give it a try. So I get the new version. I can do it again, but now it's 177k. Bro, I should not be doing this, should I? Okay, can I do it one more time? This is super expensive. I kind of fucking want to do it one more time. I'm gonna fucking do it. It's not worth it at all. Don't do it, Lowko? Okay, fine, I won't do it. Alright, fine, I won't do it. I will upgrade this with quicksand. Do it, Lowko? Nope. I'm a coward. Quicksand. I'm gonna do this instead. I do lose a little bit of movement speed, but I think it's fine.
I need more time.
Boom, I'm back. I was hiding in the shadows this entire time. Unlike Brian, I'm not on holiday. You finally got around to cleaning up your desk. No more dusk. Or dust, rather. That's insane, dude. A dust-free desk in 2023?
Anything breaks, the forge is hot.
Okay, I am now a broke gamer. I have 300,000 gold remaining.
Need something forged? Let's come back if you need work.
You need the materials later, Lowko, don't do it. I think I'm probably gonna wrap up this druid for the most part today. The thing is, I'm leaving for the StarCraft tournaments, or tournament rather, tomorrow. And I think next week, even though I'm enjoying this game a lot, I think next week I'm gonna go ahead and go back to some other games too, because I've been playing this game a lot. I plan on coming back to this game when the first season drops, which is supposed to be sometime in July. So I think what I'm gonna do is continue playing this druid for the rest of today, and maybe I'll play some off stream, a little bit here and there. Maybe on my laptop if I can get it to work. I don't know. But yeah. Where's the desk dust even coming from? You cleaned it last week? That's probably you, Bob. That is Bob the SCV from the past. It's mostly you. If you collect all the dust, maybe one day you're gonna be able to recreate yourself. What is this?
I'm out of spirit.
I think what I'm gonna do next season, guys, the class I'm leaning towards right now is Rogue. I think I'm gonna do Rogue. Rogue seems really cool. And I'm gonna play hardcore too. That's what I'm leaning towards right now. The chances of me dying are very large, because I am not a very good player.
I'm out of spirit.
It'll be a short playthrough. Nah. I think we got this. Rogue and hardcore are like the worst combo you can go for, I'm pretty sure. Especially after playing a druid who can't really die.
I need more spirit.
I don't really care about playing the meta. Nah, yeah, Barbarian at this point is considered to be kind of OP. But I don't really care.
I do not have enough spirit.
That's what I'm leaning towards right now. I think it'll be fun. I've seen some of the rogue gear and it looks honestly insane. Playstyle also is very different from Druid. I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun for you guys too, because you can watch me die repeatedly.
on spirit.
I have never played hardcore in these kind of games. You'll see me die in Act 1 over and over and over again? You think so? I think hardcore is actually way more fun for streaming. I think for a first character, it's not a problem to, you know, but I think actually for streaming, it'll be a lot more enjoyable to play hardcore. Even though I'm probably gonna die to lag or some shit. Anything for the content. Anything for the content, chat. Pray for no butcher. That's a very good point, actually. Didn't really consider that. Yeah, I should probably spend a bunch of time today trying to get some of those Lilith statues. I don't really know exactly what carries over to the season. I don't think Blizzard has made a public statement about that yet, but from what I understand, the Lilith statues are an important part of it. Same for the Renown system, I guess. I don't really know exactly how much of that carries over. You will have to get the statues again, fresh, on a season? Really? So nothing carries over is what you're saying, Stormville? Because I've been hearing a lot of mixed responses as far as that goes. Some people are saying it does carry over, some people are saying it doesn't. I can't quite wrap my head around it. Does anybody have a source from Blizzard? Like, do they have this posted on one of their websites or whatever? Yeah, I don't think Blizzard has really decided yet. I would not be surprised. They'll probably publish that at some point. Honestly, yeah, doing all the Lilith statues is pretty obnoxious, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, got a sacred ring. It's the same for things like map discovery and stuff, though. I mean, I've already discovered the map. I would really like to not, you know, rediscover everything again.
I need more spirit.
Normally in an ARPG, nothing carries over. Right, but this is an open world game, right? So it's a little different. We're aiming, by the way, for this thing. Bro, this is gonna be insane. 30% additional damage. Very frequently. You think the mount and the statue carry over?
I need more time.
Yeah, but like, if you don't want to redo Renown at all, and you also, you know, want to have the mount, you're basically not going to want to do the side quest, you're not going to want to do the main quest either.
I need more time.
Yeah, I think the best assumption to make is that it will just be a complete fresh restart. I actually think I preferred my old boots, guys. The ones you know, before I spend all this money on it. Anyways. I spend all this money on it, dang it, so I'm using my new boots. It's a good enough reason.
Spirit, I must wait a moment.
Look at how much damage we're dealing now, guys. Actually absurd. I just didn't even take any damage. This seems to be the build that basically every single streamer is using, yeah, because every single druid just has like one build that is actually competitive with the other classes. I've seen one guy try a storm build, which was kind of fun to see, but it seemed pretty pathetic compared to this. You like the shirt? It's a Twitch partner shirt I got some time ago. All of your hits are critical strikes. Not bad, eh? Got another legendary.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, apparently Druid build is actually considered to be one of the very best in the game. Which is kind of ironic. It's been pretty tedious to level, to be honest. I don't ever see myself running a Druid again. Unless they change the way the leveling works, but...
not ready yet.
Or maybe in a group or something, but I don't really enjoy playing these games in a group.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, Barbarian is apparently kind of nutty too. Honestly though, running a meta build, I don't know. I know a lot of people always will run whatever is the strongest in the current meta. I actually picked this class because it was considered to be the weakest in the beta, and I liked it a lot. So I figured not a lot of people would be streaming it. And therefore, yeah, it'd be kind of, you know, since this is going to be a pretty busy game for streaming, at least for a bit, I figured it'd be fun to play something a little bit different. Yeah, just play whatever you like, man. That's what I recommend. I mean, I've said this many times already, but gamers oftentimes min-max the fun out of these type of games. Like, you can min-max the fun out of this very easily. Don't recommend it. It doesn't seem like dungeons and the world is randomly generated, no. So wait, a lot of you have simply gone to every single Lilith statue? You got literally every single one of them done?
I need more time.
It's kind of a long and tedious process, man. Almost.
I need more spirit.
Yeah, I think pretty much everybody feels the need almost to play the most optimal style exclusively, you know? But
I need more time.
I really don't think that's the most fun way to approach these type of games. Unless you're trying to race for world first or whatever, but like...
I need more time.
Optimal? I mean, optimal can be fun, for sure. And I'll probably do a more optimal strategy as well for next time around, but at least it's a consideration you should make, you know?
I need time to do that.
You wanted to do it, but you heard they got reset, so you gave up? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I should be spending my time today getting all those fucking Lilith statues. The odds are very big that they will just, you know, not reset.
Time to do that.
But honestly, I don't know. Honestly, they might just all reset. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's an insanely potent thing to do, but it's also kind of boring. I've gotten most of them already in some zones, though. So over here, I've done 25 out of 28. Oh, my horse is blocking it. Thank you, by the way, Reap, for gifting 2 community subs. Again, sorry for, maybe I should just hide the sellout bar. It seems that the notifications are not working. And the sellout bar is down. Hello, Rushy. How are you doing today?
I need time to do that.
Good morning, good morning. Rushy, I've been thinking about the situation from yesterday that I mentioned in your chat. And I can't quite figure out the logic behind it. It was kind of creepy.
I need more time.
Speaking of meta builds, here's Rushy. Yeah. The Twitch chat meta. I asked yesterday, while we saw that Rushy was in character creation, what kind of class you guys assumed he was gonna play. And literally like 4 out of 5 users said he's probably gonna play a sorcerer. I was like, what the fuck, what's this based off of? And then at the end of my stream, I raid Rushy. He's like level 3. He's playing a sorcerer. You guys have a very good feeling for what class somebody plays, apparently. It's no-brainer logic? I don't get it. Am I dumb? Well, I actually, yeah, no, that is... There's definitely some stupidity. It's Pride Month? Wait, there's a sorcerer with pride? Have you seen the look of my druid? I turn into a bear. Rushy's a witch, yeah. That's...
More time.
I did think it was very funny, though. I look like an indie folk singer? What the fuck does that mean? An indie folk singer? I listen to a lot of indie music, actually. Hello. A lot of folk music, too. What class had you figured I would play, chat? I mean, this is a face tank. I didn't really intend on playing a face tank, but hey, it suits my style.
I need time to do that.
Necromancer? You think I'm edgy? I commend the chat of the dead. Wait, you guys are dead? I am playing the Terran class, yeah. God, was it you who made that joke, Imba Locust? I thought it was very clever.
I'm out of spirit.
I'm out of spirit. Somebody in the chat the other day said, Druids must be big fans of Terrans. Because they keep talking about, I'm out of time, and I'm out of spirit. I was like, wow, that's pretty clever. I do like that, yes. I'm out of Olivera. His name is Olivera now. True.
I need time to do that.
Okay, slay the resurrected guards.
Over here, help!
Will people ever stop calling him time? I mean, I've mostly stopped calling him time.
I must wait a moment.
I think in time, yeah. It's a good chance we will. Do you think of Special as Major?
I'm not ready.
Well, Special
yet.
changed his nickname every 3 weeks back in the day. My favorite nickname he used to play under was Princess. Like the first word I think of is Princess. Special had loads of different nicknames. Okay, let's see. Spellcaster's Lash. Nope. 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 My wolves can now spread rabies? That is quite the legendary indeed. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. What about this one? Nope. 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 Nope, 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 nope. Nope. I said nope before I checked that one. Nope. Hey, Morton. Bloop, bloop. I'm pretending to be Brian today. Somebody just dropped a bunch of items on the floor. Was I supposed to loot those? No. The pitches were a bit off. Bloop, bloop. I gotta practice it, yeah. I'm trying, man. You're being very strict to me, Rushy. I didn't realize it was exam season. I thought you already ended the school year. How's my piano playing going? Not very good. Very poorly. I've been slacking, Rashi.
I'm not ready yet.
We'll get back to it at some point, I'm sure. I occasionally do, like maybe like once or twice a week I play for like 5 minutes. We need forced piano practice on stream. Nobody wants that, dude. Let's monetize every aspect of my life, chat. That's what we should do. I should get a home gym and stream that too. Just monetize literally every single aspect. I should eat dinner on stream too. I should sleep on stream. We can do some this Lowko, but unironically. Now, you gotta draw the line somewhere as a streamer, man. Yeah. Laundry stream? I need to have cameras in every room of my home. Just so I can stream it all. That's basically what happens during subathons. Have you seen the guys, though, at the end of subathons? There's no way that's mentally good for you, chat. You were worried about Pig's health last time? Really? What happened? Oh, sorry. Thank you, Occultist, for the sub. I missed it. Again, for those of you just now tuning in, notifications seem to be down. I have no idea how many subs we're on, but I've got a feeling we're at about 11 out of 50. Today, we're subbing on feels. That's what we're doing.
I need time to do that.
No, dude, that's like being live for a full month is not very good for you. No, for sure.
I need time to do that.
It's fun. It's a cool concept, and financially, it's definitely successful for most streamers out there. It seems, especially when the first one started doing it and it went over like 200,000 active subs. Like, okay, it's not like those streamers were particularly strapped for cash in the first place. At least, you know, I'm assuming they were doing all right, but yeah. Super long streams is a young people's game. I'm old now, guys. No, I don't really like the idea of streaming 24/7.
I'm not ready yet.
Plus, I don't think Loran would appreciate it either, guys. We haven't really discussed that yet, but if you were to do an uncapped subathon and your spouse is not on board or whatever, that would be a problem. Oil change on a Bugatti is 30,000 euro. Is it really? What the fucking oil are they putting in there? I can do it. No, I can't. Never mind. Really? People are out there changing their Bugatti's oil for $30,000? Or euro even? Look, you get what most people don't. Work-life balance is really important. I mean, I am by no means somebody who's great to talk about that sort of thing, though, because the only reason why I have a reasonable work-life balance is because it was fucking me up pretty bad when I didn't. It worked okay for some time, but it was mostly trial and error. Thank you, by the way, Raybras. Raybras says,
My friend said that he couldn't afford to pay his student water bill, so I sent him a get well soon card soon. Oh wait, no.
Fuck, I fucked it up at the end. I was trying really best to be a robot. Oh, what? I can't even speak English anymore. Thank you, Raybras, for the 18 months. Notifications are down. You have no idea what I'm saying with that voice? I was reading his message out loud, but yeah, you're right. Brian is better at being a human than I am at being a robot. Tournament?
I need time to do that.
Where's the pedestal? Do I want to be on a pedestal? No, I gotta put my bloodstone on there. Naturally. Some of these dungeons are quite annoying. I feel like I'm getting to the point where I'm complaining about this game more and more, guys. That is usually an indicator I've been playing set game for too much time in a short amount of time.
I must wait a moment. I need more time.
There we go. Dude, my pulverize is so sick though. It deals so much damage.
I need more time.
You attack faster and summon holy arrows? Oh, we become even more OP. Nice. I can get on board with that.
I must wait a moment.
Time for some StarCraft 2? Nah, we'll get back to StarCraft soon enough. Did Lowko quit Diablo 4? Yes. This game is neat though, man. I'm really liking it. It's fun to have a new ARPG to play again. The Path of Exile seasons are always fun, but I don't really want to do Path of Exile Act 1 again, and again, and again. I haven't even really played the game that much compared to some guys here, but at some point you've just done some of these things so many times that it becomes a bit tedious.
I need more time.
Maybe it'll be the same in this game too at some point, I don't know.
I need more time.
I was playing a little bit of RuneScape actually before I went live today, guys. There's actually a lot of overlap between Diablo and RuneScape, interestingly enough. You got the fire or rapid fire legendary aspect that you wanted? Nice. Lowko was gaming before coming online? Oh yeah. Dude, I went for a run this morning. It was so hot. I was like, okay, I need to go pretty early, right? But then it was suddenly like 9 o'clock, I think? Like maybe 9:30? Not exactly sure. It was too hot, man. Ay, ay, ay. I did not hit the door this time around, no, but it was a bit of a mess, I'm not gonna lie. I was doing cardio. I've been doing a lot of cardio lately, actually. Well, a lot. Maybe not a lot for some of you guys, but a lot more than I ever have in the past. This guy works at a blood bank. He's a blood bishop. He can only move diagonally, though. It's a little awkward when he has clients, but... Okay, we did it. See you later. Was there anything else I need to do here? Nope, we did it. Okay. Okay, we need to go and do my grim favors. Oh, yeah. I was running in the sun as well, man. Did I get a sunburn? I think I'm okay. I didn't put on any sunscreen because I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, it's a little, I'm a little red-ish. I face tanked the sun.
Not while I'm in town.
But I don't really like the feeling of sunscreen when I'm running and stuff because it gets sweaty and it pours into your eye. Some of you understand the problem. I should just not be an idiot though. Still want to replace one of my rings here. I was wearing a hat. That counts. It wasn't, yeah, exactly. I justified it in my mind because it wasn't too late.
And find the most.
Grizzly Rage now shapeshifts you into a dire werewolf. I don't want that one. That one sucks. I'm a werebear, bro. No, we want barrier. Am I shaming wolves? Oh, yeah. It feels like my build is already pretty much as good as it's gonna be for World Tier 3, man. I can't get to World Tier 4 until level 70-ish, though. Maybe a little bit before that, but, like... the vast majority of these items are not gonna be particularly good. Damage to slowed enemies is not bad. Yeah, that's pretty shite, though. Okay. Yeah, I can go and do dungeons, that's true. You did it at level 62? Really?
I need time to do that.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize you could actually do it quite that early. Bavaria, a small country between Austria and Germany, hates wolves too. Bavaria is its own country now? Since when, program?
Well done. You shall have the
They
honor
became
of
their own country?
Let both friend and foe know that you have brought down the beast.
Bavaria is the Texas of Germany? Really? Own beer, own country. Every German like region has its own beer.
Most worthy offering.
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of difficult to declare your own country in 2023, man. Maybe that was a bit easier. Didn't the Pirate Bay try that, like, legitimately? Not too long ago? Didn't they want to have, like, an island in the middle of international waters or whatever that wasn't technically owned by anyone that tried declaring their own country? It was something along those lines. Yeah, there's a couple of places that have tried. Yeah, the torrent website. I remember reading something like that, but... Bavarians don't even speak German? What do they speak? I know very little about Bavaria, I'll be honest. The Netherlands now does have officially, yeah, a second language, as of some time ago. There's a province all the way in the northeast. Basically a province where nobody ever goes. Where they wanted to have their language, their accent basically, officially recognized as a language. It's a bit confusing, because they can speak Dutch as well, but... yeah.
I need more time.
You don't really hear a lot about some of those provinces in the Netherlands, though. They would probably try to be their own country if they could, but there's no way. Not a chance. The Netherlands doesn't even really have a particularly big standing army, guys. I haven't actually done this Stronghold yet. I'm gonna go on and do that one.
Not while I'm in town.
That's very good for my Renown. Gotta get my Paragon points up. I really want to get this thing. The Ancestral Guidance. Yeah, the Netherlands has a bunch of tanks that we're renting from Germany. Some years ago, this will give you a good impression of the state of the Dutch army, okay? Some years ago, the Netherlands had a bunch of tanks,
I need more time.
but they couldn't afford the upkeep, and they couldn't afford the repairs. So what apparently the Dutch army did is they sold them to Germany, who fixed them up, and now they're renting them back.
I must wait a moment.
Hell yeah, bro. We got some tanks. We're doing it. Genius stuff.
No survivors. This place is overrun. I need time to do that.
The Dutch national budget is to try and be friends with the countries surrounding us. Make them financially dependent on us. That's basically the build order. Make people financially... That's what we've been doing for hundreds of years, for what it's worth. Make your neighbors financially depend on you. And geographically, you're gonna be alright. There's Germany, France, the UK, roughly. There's Belgium technically there too, but you know. Turns out to be geographically pretty nice. Friends with Belgium would be tough, but that never worked for Poland, right? Yeah.
To do that.
The Netherlands also friends with the States, which also works, I guess. Explore Core Dragon. Oh god, what's going on here?
May you forever be shunned by the light. Like a rabid mongrel, you would turn on your...
It's protecting their larger ones.
I mean, don't get me wrong, historically maybe it's not the greatest strategy. We've had some issues with the British, the French, the German, so, you know, relying on... Yeah, it's... Yeah. I think in the 21st century it's a pretty good build order, but... In the old meta, the old IRL meta, terrible suggestion, not gonna lie. Purge Core Dragon of Vampiric Corruption. Okay, I can do that. Yeah, the Dutch military is not the most impressive in the world. Apparently we got some cool shit, we just have very little of it. Like, I remember when I was in high school, you know, when you were like forced to decide what kind of study you would go ahead and do and all that after you finished high school, and all these like organizations would come by. One of them was the Dutch military, I think, or the Air Force, I don't know what it was. And they were very proudly proclaiming that the Netherlands had like the second most modern army of the modern age or something. I don't remember exactly what the guy said. It's like, yeah, all the technology we have is pretty good apparently, but we have like, you know, 3 tanks. It's like, maybe it's very modern, but there's not a lot of it. That was a good way to describe it, I guess.
I must wait a moment.
We expect Canada to save us again? Oh, yeah. Thank you, Canada. Well, this was when I was in high school. That's quite a while ago already.
I need time to do that.
I don't know if it's gotten better or worse. Now, in World War II, the Netherlands got, well, liberated by a whole bunch of countries, but a lot of Soviets, a lot of Canadians. A lot of Dutch people moved to Canada, actually, after World War II.
I need time to do that.
A lot of liberators. Yeah, a lot of liberations in general. Pwned.
I need more time.
You died 5 times to a Stronghold boss yesterday? This one. Mate, I am cruising through all of this content ever since I got my... Wait, there was a battle called the Battle of the Bulge that took place in the Netherlands? Battle of the Bulge? Oh! The Slag om de Ardennen. Okay, that I do know. Apparently that's in Belgium though. That's Belgium. Yeah. There's mountains there, chat. What we consider mountains anyways. As soon as there's mountains or what you probably consider to be hills involved, it's not the Netherlands. There's no bulge over here, man. Very... It's just flat. Yeah, that's the only thing we have over here. I'm sorry.
I need more time.
A gentle incline. Ah, a vampiric incubator. There we go. I couldn't kill these things earlier, but... Everything's flat in the Netherlands, dude. Like, literally. There's, like, maybe if you go to the south, okay? Limburg is probably as hilly as it's gonna be in the Netherlands. I can show you a picture of, like... Yeah, there you go. This is, like... If you go as far south as you can go, this is what the landscape looks like. This we would consider to be mountainous. There are some hills, yes. Very close to Belgium, though. Very close to Belgium.
More time.
Dangerously close to Belgium. Dutch guys get vertigo, man. Hanging out in those places. We don't know what to do.
I need more time.
Yeah, there was definitely some color improvements there. I haven't spent a lot of time in Limburg. I think I've been like once. See, we have castles and shit. There's a train. There's a Toverland, Magic Land. Okay. Literally never heard of that before. There's some stuff happening. Not a whole lot though.
I need time to do that.
Would I consider moving to Canada? No. Why would I do in Canada? Everybody I know lives in the Netherlands, basically. Man. My whole family lives in the Netherlands. That's how they get you, man. Family. That's how they get you. How do I kill this? I don't understand. Do I just have to wait until new enemies spawn in? Do I just kill them too fast? That's probably it. Yeah. I think I just have to... Wait, the thing has got HP again. Am I dumb? This is one of the main objectives over here. I'm supposed to purge the vampiric corruption by killing these incubators. Yeah, maybe it's outside of the circle? That could be. What's this? There's some vampiric corruption over here. Okay. I feel like I've been here in this area for 4 times as long as I'm supposed to be. Do you want an honest answer about me being dumb? Yes, please.
I need more time.
Vampiric corruption. Hey, where's this weekend F1 race? Does anybody know? It is this weekend, right? Pretty sure it's this weekend.
I'm not ready yet.
There we go. I gotta kill the arms and then I can kill the thing. Canada? Oh, it's in Canada? Oh, Canada. I play trombone champ. I'm basically an expert now
I need time to do that.
on national anthems. Are you attackable now? Because you're the only thing that is still on the map. But you're technically outside of the circle, so this... Oh, no, there's another thing over here. I gotta follow the veins. That's what I gotta do, thank you. Malvarot is a... vein connoisseur. Okay. Any more veins over here that go anywhere? I mean, it's just bloody. Hey, it's attackable now. Okay. I did it.
I must wait.
Commander Hugecock? Also known as Commander Hugecock. That's a weird name for a commander, man. This guy, his parents set him up for success. Literal name is Hugecock.
I'm not ready.
Amazing. It's like an anti-bullying name. This would, you know, guarantee success in life. They gave him the name of a porn star. Mike Hawk.
I need more time.
Mike Oxlong.